Hey, what's going on, guys? It's April here, and today we're going to go ahead and hop back into Cold War. I know the alpha has ended. Here in about a week or two, we're going to have the beta. I had some gameplay from when I was doing it. I switched a couple of weapons so that you guys can see kind of what we're looking at still. I still wanted to bring some stuff out for it, just to kind of pass the time by until the game actually comes out. If you're new here, my name is April. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. I do best class setup videos, I do tips and tricks videos, I do a ton of stuff Call of Duty related, and right now, I've still just got some content from when I was grinding out Cold War for the weekend. It was a lot of fun. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. But if you're new here, I promise you I have some content for you that you will like, and if I don't, you can yell at me in the comments. Please do so, because I always aim to have stuff here for you guys. But if you are new here, please consider subscribing. We just hit 400 and we are on the road to 1,000, and apart from that, I'm going to talk about a couple of things and we're just going to watch the gameplay. First things first, this is going to be kill confirmed that I'm using the Type 821 or the 821, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the Uzi. They just gave it a different name like they always do with their guns. I'll have a video on the AK and everything else, but first, I want to point out that you can dive off of the diving board on this map, and I think that is hilarious. My teammate gets it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So, apart from that, I'm going to try to see if I can get one of the kills where I really relied on aim assist, because, like I said before, it's extremely strong in this. The only thing I will say about this gun is obviously since it's the Uzi, it has a lot of recoil and everything, so I tried to put attachments on it. That way I could kind of have a better chance at long range. But if you get up close to people with this, it's really strong. You're not going to have much to worry about. Kind of like that. Didn't even have to really aim too high. Of course, the mid-chest shots and headshots are always going to do more damage. So let's look at that again real quick. So I'm going to slow it down, and when I get to the gunfight, it's going to go even slower. I see the guy shooting, so I go. And if you can see, I'm going left to right. And I don't miss a shot. That's all hit markers indicating the damage and everything like that. That is insane. And it looked like one of the shots that technically should have been to the side is still counted and everything. And you'll see me kind of hesitate real quick because I know I got multiple people. Got it. Strafing really does help you lock on. I'm hoping that they nerf that a little bit. I think they will. They've already talked about the snipers and everything too, about how they're overpowered. So there's a lot of stuff they've already changed up. And we'll see that in the beta. I got unlucky because my teammate wasn't paying attention to the side. The guy that came up beside us, oh my god, if I could talk. But a nice little play there, everything. I wanted you guys to see that aim assist, and I'm sure on the next kills you could see it too. I wanted to stress that a little bit more because, my god, I don't think I've ever seen it that strong before. I can hear that guy coming up. Straight on the head. I kind of hesitated because I was up there on that corner and couldn't get down for some reason. It like stuck my gun halfway in the air like I was falling.
Mission timeline expired. Spy plane RTB.
While we're going around this corner, creeping around and everything, I want to let you guys know the next videos I'll have 2 on satellite, and the reason I'm going to have 2 is because I'm doing one on just the regular AK, and I also made a video on the M16 after I picked it up and realized how good it was, because the M16 I mean, it's always been good, so, but I hadn't picked it up yet to test it out, and I normally don't use 3-burst weapons, but it was actually really incredible. I'm checking to see with the spy plane and everything, see if I can see anybody, if I hear anybody. I don't, but I know I've got a short-range weapon, so I'm kind of afraid to peek out here. For good reason. I know somebody's there and everything, so I'm gonna kind of run back, let my teammate go over there. I've got to be really mindful of taking long-range fights, because this weapon is not meant for long-range at all. I take that and I'm unlucky because my teammate had lost his gunfight with that guy. We're back over on the area that is called C, where when you're doing domination. Go up here. I know there's a guy up top. The only thing about the aim assist is if they get out of vision, it's really easy to break somebody's aim assist on that. It happens to me quite a bit. People know that, so they break it, they'll crouch behind something, you know, do whatever they have to do to break that line of vision, and then you don't have it anymore. You have to relock on. I will say, I really like having the SAM turrets, because well, I mean, plain and simple, they shoot down all the spy planes and things, and then you also have a new streak, which I started using instead of, I think it's the attack chopper. I started using the air patrol. That way, just in case you don't have SAM sights, you can still shoot stuff down. It's a lot better. I'm going back around, I find kind of my path, and that's one thing that I'm going to want to do in this game, and most of everybody else will too. There's always going to be an area where you typically win more gunfights, if you don't know that. So pay attention to where you're tending to lose more, or win more gunfights, because that was just an unlucky range situation. But if you get into an area where you're comfortable, then you're always typically going to win more gunfights, because you know the area better. And that's kind of why I stay on this side of the map that I do. Sometimes I'll go over to this side, which is beach side on this map, but half of the time, or actually 75% or plus, it doesn't work out it doesn't work out for me if I do that. I'm gonna run back, trying to get a base for where everybody is, figure out where the enemies are gonna be. Spawns can be pretty bad because, like I said before in the last video, you can spawn beside people, but as well, people love to flank, so you really never know, so you kind of gotta take a second and figure out where people are. Now, I see on my mini-map that there's a guy back to the left where my teammate is, but I'm waiting to see if the guy up top is gonna push first. Since he doesn't push, and I know my teammate's still back here fighting this guy, I can't see anything, so I move out a little bit. Can't get a lock on him. So I move, hoping he's still looking at my teammate, which he was, thankfully. I'm gonna try to call in the air patrol. Does not work because they don't have anything in the sky yet. And watch this back corner. I'm not gonna stay there for too long because I know that I will lose a gunfight at that range. Not gonna take that either. And that sound that you just heard in the background was a napalm strike, which is very, very brutal. It's extremely scary to hear it too. It's kind of intimidating, you know? Go up here. I have a hard time sometimes discerning the footsteps between myself and the enemies and my teammates there. I'm gonna rotate back just because I know how much people like to flank, so I want to see if anybody's trying to get a wrap on us. I'm very comfortable on this side of the map, which is why I'm gonna stay here. And this is just gonna be the look at this map. I've got one for Moscow and I've got one for Satellite as well, which were the only other two maps that you could play unless you played the two big maps. Which I also have some footage for those, so that you guys get to see those maps as well. I try to use a couple of different guns. I wanted to snipe and get some really good snipe footage, but it just wasn't the move for me. I'm practicing some on Modern Warfare before it actually gets time for the new game to come out. That way I'll be ready by the time this game comes out so I can snipe. I am kind of worried about it because they did say already that they were going to talk about nerfing it and everything, and like they know that they're overpowered. Though, if anybody from the developing team, listen here. I got a ton of hit markers already, so I don't know that they are overpowered. Now, considering what attachments you put on them, that might make it overpowered. Now, if you make it, yeah, I got a cheese shot on that guy. But if you make it to where, you know, it's chest and up, or you have to hit the head for a 1-kill shot, it just depends on what you're running, you know. Don't completely nerf it into the ground, because that's kind of what happened in Modern Warfare. I can't describe the amount of times that I got hit markers, and it was ridiculous. And you can put attachments on them to make it better, but you're always gonna chance it. And I was actually just playing a match earlier where that exact same scenario happened to me. The guy got a lucky shot, and we hit in the exact same place, however, mine hit markered and his did not. And I don't know what his attachments were or anything. God, that aim assist, I'm telling you, if you strafe left to right, it's crazy. You just let your aim stay where it is if you have it on point on the target. See, as soon as you lock on, as soon as it actually gets the enemy in the crosshairs, it's insane. I know a teammate just died here. I'm gonna let my teammate kind of chase him. He's looking at him. I was hoping I could switch over to the second guy quick enough, but no luck on that. I'm looking at my stuff, and you can switch down I'm used to Modern Warfare where you have the big screen come up, or the, you know, the display come up where you can actually interact and choose which one you want. You don't have that, you just have to use up and down, and I got a nice little 3-piece with that one. My teammates are hunting him down because I got the spy plane up. You see the markers over here, so I'm gonna try to stick to the little areas where nobody can catch me running along, because I can't take that fight if they do. I know somebody's over here, unless he doubled back on me, so I'm just kind of cautious. Take it. I'm guessing that it was the same guy, so I went ahead and ran. I'm ready to see what it's gonna be for the camos. That way I can start making videos on that for you guys. Find the best places for long shots and things on these maps. Do all the same stuff that I did for Modern Warfare, but even more. Sooner. And everything else. And as you can see, that was a dumb decision on my part. That's why I backed up and didn't keep going. Shouldn't have taken that fight either, I was too far away. And we win the game. Pretty simple, just regular kill confirmed. But then hey, I got best play. That was kind of fun to see, not gonna lie. They normally, just like with Black Ops 4 by the way, they normally want to do the 3 kill pieces. That if you get 3, that's typically gonna be the best play of the game. Unless somebody else manages to get one, or like a 4 or 5 piece very, very quickly in a matter of seconds. But anyway guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like or comment on the video. It really does help me out. I'm going to have the next videos up in a couple of days, as well as the next parts of the Modern Warfare campaign series, because I still have to finish that, and I am running out of time. And yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys, and hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.